Comfortable. I feel a lot better. I mean, just knowing the guys, knowing the personalities. That's just normal. Over time, you get comfortable. But as far as just playing on the field, I'm kind of easing into playing Sam. So just out there, just doing what I do. Starting to, it's time for me to make plays, not just do my job.
We practice it each and every day. When we have our red zone days throughout the week, where everybody says, keep them out, and that's one thing we preach. And even if it's a walkthrough, keep them out. So just keeping them out of the end zone, man. At the end of the day, like people at the time, you wouldn't think it was a big play. It was a huge play, stop touchdown. So just giving extra effort. And those guys hustling on a play like TJ and Rashad with the big hit. So just trying to keep them out of the end zone and save us a touchdown. It saves us the game.
We did what we had to do to win the game. I think this last game, it just kind of worked out that way to where, when we got to the end of the game and I looked at the numbers, I was a little surprised that we had that many more runs than pass attempts. So, but that happens a lot of times when you do have the lead and you get in a 4-minute situation and you're trying to work the clock down. We had the ball with 5:56 left or something like that in the fourth quarter. So, you're not just going to start throwing it all over the place. You get a couple first downs and you realize, all right, hey, if we actually stay in bounds, we'll keep this thing moving.
Well, I think there were two different games. You look at the first game and then this last one, found a way to win both games, and it was two completely different ball games. So what I like is the fact that this team has a hunger and desire to find a way to win, and that's what it comes down to. Is it's not always going to be pretty. Sometimes you're going to be clicking on all cylinders for the whole game. Sometimes, like, we started off playing really well, bouncing off the defense, and then in the second half we couldn't quite get it going and weren't playing great. But when it came down to it at the end, when we needed something to make it happen, we hung in there and fought and were able to run out that clock. So I like the grit I see from this team. Now we have a lot of talent and a lot of guys that can be explosive with the ball in their hands. So got to have that and be able to be successful for 4 quarters. But I like the grit that I see, the mindset that we have that, hey, we're going to find a way to win this game.
I feel that my coaches and my teammates know, like, the way I work, and just seeing me in practice, knowing when I'm in the game that, it's just like a starter out there. So I'm just keep trying to do, keep making plays for my number to get called.
I think they both really learn from each other. There's things that I'm sure that Frank watches when what Kenyon does, and he might drop that into his game, and vice versa. That's really what you want when you got two guys that really have to play off each other during a game. You want those guys to constantly be communicating and talking, and what did you see, and how did you look at this, and Frank does have it. He has a knack. He has forever of avoiding the negative plays. You really have to have a just flat out like bum rush for him to get a negative yardage. So, he just has that little bit of a wiggle there at the end, and then he's powerful enough to push the line of scrimmage forward.